What's up, guys? The Hornets just can't get out of our own way. After the amazing win against Oklahoma City, beating them by 27, losing back-to-back to the Raptors, having a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter, and the Pacers, who had lost 13 in a row, and 2 of their 7 wins are against us this season. I didn't watch any of them. I saw the highlights. The refs were apparently a big factor last night as Brandon Miller got ejected. Gotta have control of your emotions better. I don't know the circumstances of his ejection. I know it was a second technical foul. LaMelo was great off the bench, 33 and 8 assists, but had some wild, unnecessary plays in the fourth that played factor. We had a 102-99 lead, or 112-109 lead with 126 left, and it just faded away. TJ McConnell had some big shots, and it's just we can't finish. And I know it was a big scuttlebutt that LaMelo's coming off the bench. He didn't make it seem like a big deal, because you want your best player being in there at the end of the game. That was a big factor for the Raptor game, where LaMelo put us ahead 96-94, and then Emmanuel quickly and Sion James but that was a really, really well drawn up play. I don't know how he got that wide open. Maybe, I don't think Tijon should have been in the game, but again, I don't have full context. But being up 10, and I believe the Raptors missed 16 straight shots at one point in the game. It was just one of those where you feel like you really, really need to finish that off, and it could have been trampoline for the Hornets season, and we're still in limbo, but we just frankly can't finish, can't find ways to win, make unfortunate, ugly turnovers, low IQ basketball plays in the biggest moments. And I understand that we're a young team, and you're gonna have to go through that, and missing shots isn't, you got to take the open shots, and if you miss them, that's just how it goes. But that just feels like a brutal back-to-back losses. And again, with just following it on my phone and things of that nature, I can't give a full assessment of it. But I think people are making too much of the LaMelo Ball coming off the bench, back-to-backs, that thing, because he clearly, the Hornets are trying to have a plan for him to be on the court in the biggest moments, and he wasn't for the latter part of the Raptor game, and we didn't make a field goal the last 4:45 of the Pacer game last night. So there's just a lot that goes into it. Coach Lee this, Coach Lee that, the rotations, all that, the turnovers. But you got to, as players, you got to control what you can control, and those are turnovers and the bad lob attempt by LaMelo, and he took accountability for the bad play in the fourth quarter last night, which it's seeing LaMelo take the brunt of it. He's some sort of leader, and he understands that you gotta start stacking some things together to feel good about the processes, because you see too much good stuff happening with this team. Colin Knippel, LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, that kind of stuff. You gotta have a springboard at some point and stop stubbing your toe left, right, and center for things that you can control. Should Charles Lee's rotations be different? Maybe. But it is what it is. The players that are on the floor have to execute, and I know that's cliche. And you could say refs this, refs that, and it usually comes out in the 2-minute report, and it did against the Raptors, and I'm sure it would for whatever happened in the Pacer game. But from a 180-foot view because I didn't get to watch those games. That is what I think, and we just gotta be able to push through the adversity. And we really haven't been able to do that yet. And hopefully they're building blocks, they're learning opportunities, but obviously there's no moral victories in the NBA and professional sports, but LaMelo taking accountability, and I'm sure Brandon Miller took accountability for that second technical foul, because that played big in the result of the game as well. You just got to take them in stride, even things that are hard to swallow. But as always, Buzz City, all fly, go Hornets.